All right, everyone, wherever you are, you need to go back to the theme cluster screen where you can see all of the themes together that you've drilled in, and because that's where they end up going when you do breakaway drills for money keywords. So wherever you are, for example, if you're in a keyword, you probably have selected some of your own. Let's go ahead and click the View Themes for this cluster, and that occurs up here. And View Themes for this cluster. It's going to take you to the themes for whatever it is that you were just working on. It's going to be themes for. And this one, it happens to be gold. So you've extracted or data mined, and in about 20 minutes or less, you've become an expert data miner, pulling back more keywords than most software tools out there will do in a week. So that's pretty exciting. Now we're going to go ahead and take buy gold and green light it. We're going to green flag gold investment. We're going to green flag gold trading. For this, I promised I'd do this in under 50 clicks. I'm pretty much sure that I've done that. Now you're ready. As long as these are green, you already know there's money tied to it. Even if you were blind and you didn't even bother to read the value of these keywords, or even look at the total search market value, or even look at the competing data, even if you didn't need the part that our agencies like to use, you could still go to the blueprint area. Okay, so you're going to click on the blueprint area, and you should have plenty of tokens because you purchased them with the OMG prices, or else you purchase them through other sources of our private exclusive circle. And you're going to create a blueprint. Now, many are the ways to create a blueprint. I like, for showman's purpose, I like to provide a good show. So if I have the name of my domain, I'll just type it in here in my client's domain. Like you can see before, I had Denver SEO services. This one we're going to we'll call it gold trading today.com. I'm sure that's an actual let's call it gold trade. Probably I would do an exact match domain. I'd probably call it gold bullion now or something like that. Okay, I don't know what the domain is. This is fictitious, so just ignore that. There is a full versus an outline, and we're going to suggest that you do full drills because this will pull back keywords. And while this is drilling, I'm actually going to show you examples of what we mean by full versus outline. An outline will only give you the basic framework with no keywords that you can use in articles or suggested article keywords and co-current keywords. So you're going to go ahead and submit this. What's happening now is you're going to be brought to a blueprint selection screen, which is where all the green flags were driving. So you're adding a new silo to blueprint, www.goldbullionnow.com, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to click this little tiny check onto the next to the left of the flag. It tells you what country this is. Okay, you can see that we've got all this stuff going on here, and you can add each one of these. All right, so we're going to go ahead and select everything that we're deciding to drill into. And one thing I like to constantly remind people who are good at writing sales letters and good at writing copies and articles is that even though you're building a framework and drilling into these themes, these aren't going to be the headlines to your articles. It's the same when you import it into your WordPress theme. It's not like gold coins is the name of your article. It's going to be an article called 3 tips when purchasing gold coins, or 3 places to buy gold cheap, or whatever it is. You're going to do your own call to action. We call that persuasion architecture. So you're still involved in the technical architecture, the silo architecture. But you can be thinking, which I always am, about what it is you'd like to write your articles on. If you're an expert, it's easy. If you have an expert, they can give you the information you need, or you have other writers. So there's a lot of variables in how you produce a site. So you've got all those selected. You just click the submit button. Okay, all you did was select that little tiny check mark to the left of the flag, opened it up, and then you selected all of the items that you want to bring in. Let's say, for example, we didn't want to bring in gold standard. We wanted to leave it out. So just leave it out. When you click submit, we'll see what happens next. Just go ahead and adding selected themes. Okay, adding new articles to Blueprint. Now you even have the option here to add an article at the article level. I'm going to not get into this right now. See, there's one left. If I wanted to, I could have moved this to the article level. But we'll get to that in more advanced techniques, because I promised 50 clicks or less, didn't I? So now you can return to the blueprint. Let's go ahead and see what this blueprint looks like. Okay, gold bullion now. And now what you have is everything's been brought into the user interface control panel. And see why I like to put www.goldbullion now. It just helps remind me what the name of it is. And if I'm showing a client, it looks kind of cool in there. in this version. You can see there's 0 co-occurrence, there's 0 articles, but we have the total search market value from the previous VOMA technology. This is why it's the tale of two tabs, right? So what we've done is we've essentially accomplished all this. We know what the total search market value for that pile of keywords is. Okay? All right, and so really what we need to do now, because there's 0 co-occurrence and there's 0 articles, we need to set Krakken to work. And all you got to do, this is where you get ready to go to lunch, call the kids, call your spouse, time to go to dinner, go to a movie, click the blueprint, I'm sorry, not the blueprint, the drill function. You're literally ready to drill because look what right here it says silos which have not yet been drilled. We haven't drilled into these. So Kraken is going to do its work and it's going to try to hit all of them depending upon the amount of time it takes. And you might not drill all of them in this one run, but it's going to drill a significant amount. Now what's happening here is pretty crazy. It's going into each one of these terms while you're at dinner or a movie, drilling into buy gold, gold, gold bullion, gold coins, gold investment, gold trading. It's going to take what it thinks to be the highest co-occurring articles based on cost, traffic, and relevance. It's going to take co-occurrence and Bayesian algorithms. I think it's Bayesian, but it's a pretty complex, it might be Laurie. Complex algorithms. It's going to find niches little articles that should fit under it. Okay, and then when you're done, you're going to be able to select if you want to add these as your silo blueprint. All you're going to do is give it a thumbs up. And honestly, all there is to do now really is kind of go ahead and click the drill button. So you click drill. And what's going to happen here is just like you were drilling into individual keywords to pull back the child keywords and the profitable gold clusters, golden keywords around it, now you're drilling into the entire pile. And in fact, there's a little trick here. Some people don't even use Kraken VOMA at all. They just make sure that they green flag them. You know, they bring a few green flags into VOMA very quickly, and instead of drilling into the individual keywords, they green flag them quickly and bring them all over here. And then they just let Kraken Blueprint do the drill. They don't even bother to mess around in that area. The agencies like to do one keyword report at a time, and they like to do Google Trends, and we have backlinking metrics in there as well. So the agencies like that, but for you, you don't really need to do that if you're in a hurry and you just want to do the automagic blueprint. So that's what you've done. In under 50 clicks, I wasn't jotting down how many clicks I did, but I know if I hadn't been demonstrating it, it would have been probably under 30 clicks, okay, that I did, depending upon how many keywords you want to greenlight. Okay, so that's pretty much it. There's nothing else for me to do here. So it's time for me to go to Facebook and see what's going on over there. All right, and I will see you on the next video where we analyze the blueprint and very quickly just click a couple buttons to attach the proper silo landing pages if they appeal to us, if the information brought back from the drill appeals to us, and then we're ready to go. And in the following video we'll just go ahead and export that and import it into a test blog where I show you exactly how to take this entire process and import it into a test blog. That's pretty much it, so I'll see you on the next video.